We're back with a goalkeeper career mode as we aim to continue this great form. All too little too late in terms of the titles, and Mbappe makes it 1-0. But we're into the quarterfinal of the Champions League. As most of this game you won't see because I'm behind a flag. Just like when we play at Stamford Bridge. Yes, I could change the camera, but it's not quite worth it for one game. I didn't feel I could still do my job as it went 2-0 up. But top four's looking good, and we have a very, very, very outside chance if we basically won every game of like damaging the title hopes of other teams. And we could also get second place. But the main thing is that Champions League now and keeping that form. Swansea did well, but 3-0 up in 34 minutes against Villarreal, who are no mugs. Pretty sure they're still in the Champions League as well themselves. So, yeah, it was going very well. Villarreal came forward. They did have a strike, and yeah, no, it wasn't great. I think I dived a little bit too early. Yeah, maybe I should have changed the camera view a bit. But there we are. It all is okay. 3-1, and it did go to 4-1 just before the start of the second half, the end of the first half, also known as Sam. 4-1 up, and we haven't, we're struggling for most of the season. Good save there by Swansea. Now we're just free flowing, free scoring loads of goals. I'd love to see it, and that was a bit lucky. We went 5-1 up this game, absolute in cruise control, as you can see. Got the luck, well, unlucky / lucky, whatever you want to call it. For the 73rd minute, Villarreal did come through, so having a good few chances, and 5-2. Annoying to concede 2 goals. The amount of times we drew 2-2 in games, but I did do highlights mode for the second leg against Wolfsburg, where we drew 1-1. We won the first leg 3-0. A bit lazy, but that's what I did. As back into the league we go again. Well saved by the opposition goalkeeper there against Getafe. Oh my god, I can't speak. Can't pronounce anything. Getafe, there we go, got their way. I used to call them when I played PES 2008, like Giraffe or something like that. I wasn't the brightest at times. Anyway, 1-0 up. We went in the 9th minute. I can't read it from here. And actually went 2-0 up actually before that. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just thinking about me calling it Giraffe or whatever when we played PES 2008. So we're 2-0 up. That's all you need to know. And we're flying. And we're having a very outside chance. The deflected goal makes it 3-0. Very outside chance of troubling the title maybe. But all those stupid 2-0s at the start of the season, so annoying. They did come close to sort of nicking my clean sheet there. But they didn't, thankfully. And it was well saved by their keeper. There's Jude Bellingham come forward. Great save again by the keeper. Still 3-0. Another win. Another clean sheet. Well on its way. And then Gabriel made it 4-0 with a lovely finish from the second phase. Oh, too much Easter egg. I've eaten too much Easter egg. My voice is going. To make it 4-0. And yeah, right at the last bit of the game, corner cross into the box, headed out. Lovely stuff. Keep the clean sheet. Yes, we do. 4-0 win, another win for Real Madrid. This is the Real Madrid I was expecting. There's a bit start-stop. I think now I'm playing the game a little bit more as well. I've got a bit better again. Sort of the safe system now. I went to Atletico Madrid, who was second in the league in the title race, and we're trying to damage their title race while clawing ourselves back in. And instantly we did. 4 minutes were gone in this game when we went 1-0 up. Now remember this game because we also play them very soon in the Champions League quarterfinal. So Madrid derby in this game and Madrid derby in the Champions League. And as you can see, we'll be hoping to continue this form because Jude Bellingham, he is the man. 2-0 up for Atletico Madrid. Broke through our defence and luckily couldn't get a shot away. Brave goalkeeper by Swansea did the job to keep it 2-0. But look at us go. We're absolutely flying. No change in settings, anything, just how it's gone. Great save by Swansea. Bit of a weird animation save that didn't even need to dive. Look at that. For Atletico Madrid did come forward and they did annoyingly get that goal back on a stroke of half time. Right when you don't need it. And we have lost a lot of 2-0 leads this season, as I've mentioned. So I was a bit scared until the 55th minute. Mbappe got all the space. Lovely ball through. 3-1 up. We are flying. Beautiful, fluid football. And that's exactly what we need. Atletico Madrid 1. Real Madrid 3. Superb stuff. But they weren't lying down. They were not lying down, were they? Atletico Madrid. They come forward. Broke through our defence. Got a bit lucky there, to be honest. I stepped aside because I didn't shoot them, but a good save by Swansea. I won the mental battle, even though it didn't look aesthetically pleasing. Into the 74th minute, great strike, well saved by the opposition keeper. If we're still trying to get back into the game, Atletico Madrid were, but we were just so cool and calm. The midfield really working nicely. Lovely ball through, look at that. Vincenzo Junior cuts inside. What a finish. That's what he's capable of. 4-1, an emphatic victory, which is great news for Valencia because that meant they had the lead over Atletico Madrid now. Great save by Swanee there. They should have done better, but I narrowed the angle well. Resulting cross into the box. Can they header it? I've ran into the net, but it's okay because we won 4-1. There you go. Valencia, 29 games, 5 points ahead now of Atletico Madrid. 7 points ahead of us. 9 games to go. And importantly, we're 7 points into the top 4. I think that was 3 points by Barcelona. We're all winning the sort of Mbappe, Bellingham and myself. I've got a 6 clean sheet lead now. So that's basically Golden Glove is basically mine at the moment, which is lovely. Only 7 clean sheets for the opposition. It's nothing really. But we did go 1-0 up at the second attempt early on in the next game. As we look to, put a bit of pressure on Valencia. You never know. And try and catch up with Atletico Madrid as well. But well saved by Swanee there. Well held on to. By the man, the myth, legend. Mbappe coming forward, nice bit of skill, plays it into the midfield. Look at this. Ole got lucky. Mbappe, Bellingham. I should have done a bit better. I thought Mbappe could have actually shot there. We're playing this lovely football, but opposition came forward. Good chance for them, and well saved by Swanee. 1-0. It's important we keep winning these games. Important to get those early saves in as well as we come forward. Lovely bit of skill from a short corner though. We just can see a lot of them at Bromley and Wigan, didn't we? But luckily the shot didn't trouble Swanee and it stayed at 1-0. Going forwards, good chance, well saved by the opposition goalkeeper for a cross into the box. It was cleared from the corner, sorry. We kept it alive, good chance maybe, and a shot was blocked. We kept the pressure on, trying to get a second goal, which was all about that. And going forward, the 48th minute, good chance, and as well saved again by Swanee. Still 1-0, a really even game it was. And going forward, Mbappe, can he kill off the opposition? Outside the foot chance, easy enough for the goalkeeper. Before corner, been strong from these this season. Ceballos was coming on. Had a well saved by the keeper, and it stays 1-0. But a twist in the tail, and again with those stupid goals. The 70th minute has been coming where just that animation. I've pressed left, and it's just not me, but it got even worse. In the 89th minute, disaster. Great save by Swanee. Hesitant, and it's 2-1, and we have been stunned. I can't say that was my finest moment. I've made the save. I was presuming my defender was going to get to it. Maybe I should have ran because the ball was outside the box. But it's a disaster. And any vague title hopes, gone. Even the point, gone. But there we are. We have to pick ourselves up after that disastrous result which stopped our great run, because we're in the Champions League quarter-final and instantly Atletico Madrid looking for the revenge from that 4-1 win the league a couple of weeks ago. Instantly called Swanee into action. Before they come forward in the 19th minute, all over us. Couldn't we get around half? And well saved by Swanee. Just wanted to take the heat out of the game a little bit before we got anywhere. And yeah, it just wasn't going well though. 22nd minute. Come forward, Atletico Madrid just could not do anything. Alvarez, what a finish. No chance for Swanee. That's been something pretty good to beat Swanee in the form he's been over the last few months. And they've done it. I mean, after a disastrous, let's be honest, it's ended our vague title hopes. And the BBVA at the weekend is vital. We don't get battered. And it got even worse. We went 2-0 down. And yes, I slightly did miss the clip. I was in disbelief of how bad my team had gone. We went 2-0 down, as you can see from the replay there. And it could have got even worse. This was the moment for them. Huge moment in the tie. Strike. And luckily Swanee, you expected to save that. Into the second half, 48th minute. We've had a rocket up our backside from Ancelotti, but it did not help. He went 3-0, and we're staring down the barrel of a quarter-final, humiliating quarter-final exit. What has been just a disastrous week, which has done like such a frustrating season. However, 52nd minute, Mbappe keen to get something, just take a bit of a smile off of our Madrid rivals' faces, but could only find the keeper's hand, and it just summed up the day. 57th minute. The humiliation was going to get worse. Swanee stayed well. I expect him to save that. Not been the most successful game, and this kind of summed it up, really, doesn't it? Goes to clear it. Luckily, just frustrating, just embarrassing. We were rattled, but in the 70th minute, a lifeline. Jude Bellingham, whoever it was, no, it wasn't. It was Mari again. He's been great this season, only 3-1. You're thinking we're still in it. Another goal, and this tie has been turned on its head because we suddenly got momentum. 85th minute, trying to get a lost cause here. Back pass, keeper goes to clear it, and it's just gifted us a goal. Unbelievable. That was huge. 3-2 in a game we've been dominated, and Atletico Madrid has victim of their downfall there. Honestly, look at this. Disastrous play, and Manchester Junior's done really well to hit it first time. But 3-2, that's all the momentum gone. However, 90th minute, huge moment in the tie, shot, blocked. Surely it's going to lock me on. Surely it's going to lock me on. And yes. And if I'm honest, that was the final whistle. Even though we lost, it felt in some ways it's a bit of a not a victory, but you're 3-0 down. All of a sudden, Atletico Madrid, I think of psychology, especially if it's real life, would have been like, we're through. But anyway, for this clip here, the league was over. I highlighted, team highlighted this one. We won 3-0 against Las Palmas, made some great saves, and you'll see the next quarter final in the next episode. Thank you for watching.